Hello, Ebony. It's Jamie from server 843, and this is going to be a quicker video than my other ones. In this video, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of advice on the best ways, the best techniques to kill boss monsters. And actually, not only boss monsters, but all monsters. So I've noticed that there are some players that are making a mistake when they send marches to kill monsters. What they're doing is they're using mixed troop types and multiple tiers in their troops when they send their march to kill bosses or monsters. Doing that is a mistake because you are always going to have wounded when you send different types. And when I say types, I mean mixing ground troops and mounted troops and ranged troops, and sometimes they'll throw siege in there. And that's a mistake. When you mix troops type like that, you're always going to have wounded, and you have to use resources to heal the wounded, which you could be using for other things. And so when you go to kill an event monster or a boss monster, you always want to use mounted troops. The reason for this is because mounted troops attack against bosses is higher than your other troop types. And so you always want to send a mounted march against a monster, an event monster, or a boss. And you want to use a general that has been groomed to have buffs against a boss. And here's what I mean when I say that. In my primary boss monster march, I use Hannibal and Sandana. Hannibal is my strongest general, and on Hannibal, he already has a mounted troop buff as his default buff, but I've also added in other buffs on him like mounted troop attack, march size, and mounted troop attack against monster. And so Hannibal is phenomenal against bosses. In addition to that, I have also cultivated Hannibal to where his attack is a really high number. His attack right now is 1261. And so that makes him, my primary boss monster general. And I will send with Hannibal a full march of tier 13 cavalries, mounted troops. And by doing that, I will have no wounded on that march, and I will be able to get all of the buffs and everything from that monster. And the only thing that it cost me is stamina, because I didn't have to use any resources or anything to heal wounded. And so I would highly advise you guys to use only mounted against bosses and event monsters, along with your best cavalry general. All right. Happy hunting, guys. As always, reach out to me with any questions or any concerns. I hope you have a great day, Ebony.